All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. You ready for some high-speed action tonight? Let's step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Barber Motorsports Park. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing Indycar Series is back. And we're at Barber Motorsports Park for a 10-race season. It's race number 1, a 50-lap race here tonight, and we got a big field. 2023 starting out right with the Indycar Series. Who's got what it takes to bring home the victory here at Barber Motorsports? There's only one way to find out, and that's watching right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, 50 laps here today at Barber. It's race number 1 of the 10-race season, kicking it off right here on TurnLeftTV. Let's get this party started. All right, thank you so much for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Got a good one here for you today. Barber's a lot of fun, very challenging track. So again, thank you so much for coming in here today. This is race number 1 of a 10-race season, 50-lap race here at Barber Motorsports Park. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster and commentator here at TurnLeftTV and owner of High Octane Racing League. And kicking off the 2023 IndyCar Series season here, High Octane Racing League style. Today's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server for your league, no matter where you are in the world, EliteHostingUSA.com can provide you with a server. Also some WordPress hosting, online store hosting, VPS hosting, and shared web hosting, also available through EliteHostingUSA.com. Don't forget, that's who provides our servers and our website here at HighOctaneRacing.net. Don't forget to join us over there. Quick link to our Discord server. Find out schedule updates, point standings, the works there at HighOctaneRacing.net. Let's take a look at the IndyCar schedule. Of course, we're kicking it off today here at Barber. Next week, we'll be at Indianapolis Road Course for a 40-lap race. And Iowa Speedway, one of the 3 ovals on the schedule on May the 20th. Indianapolis Motor Speedway, of course, on Indy 500 weekend, of course. And in case you don't know, I live about 45 miles away from Indianapolis. Been to Indianapolis Motor Speedway many, many times. Indy 500, Brickyard, iRock races. Love racing. That's what I've grown up love doing and watching and so forth. So put that on the schedule. Can't miss Indy, of course. Detroit Street Circuit coming up on June the 3rd. Gateway, the third of the 3 ovals on the schedule, race number 6. Take a look at Road America, Watkins Glen, Mid-Ohio, and Canadian Tire Motorsports Park, all on the series schedule. A few chatters in here already. Alberto Valles and Ritsky Novar. Thanks to Ritsky for all his work he's doing for us behind the scenes and help getting us a car set. Hopefully we'll have a car set ready to go for next week at Indianapolis Road Course. Ritsky does a great job there at one of the Psychopath E-Racing Academy gurus. We got some more racing headed your way a little bit later tonight. That's Kansas Motor Speedway, 120 laps in the Saturday Night Thunder. Race number 7, the Great Cup Series in the 2018 Cup cars. And Kansas is always a lot of fun. If you'd like to join us for some stock car racing, come on out. There's the Discord address. And a 120 laps race in our Cup Series at High Octane Racing League. I want to say thank you so much for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, man, and also smash the bell. You get updates when races are going live or when I have videos uploaded. And please hit that subscribe button and also hit that thumbs up button, man, so we get those videos out there to the masses so they can see what's going on here at TurnLeftTV and High Octane Racing League. And please hit that like button, thumbs up button. And don't forget, down in the description of this race, I have several links there to click on. One of those to the Extra Life Children's Miracle Network Hospitals charity that we support here at High Octane Racing League. Also, I'm a Sim Lab affiliate. If you're interested in a Sim Lab rig or one of their parts and pieces that they offer, some of the equipment that they offer, please use my affiliate link. I would greatly appreciate that. And if you'd like to make a donation to PayPal, I've got a link in the description. Also a link up on the banner of the channel if you'd like to make a donation to TurnLeftTV through PayPal. Everything here at High Octane Racing League is free. The broadcasts are free. The racing that we have here is free. Unless we do a paid mod, then you got to buy your own garbage. So we don't charge anybody any entry fees. Nothing like that. Once in a while we have races where we give away money and prizes and so forth. We do those several times a year. So got about a little under 3 minutes left to go in the practice session before we hit qualifications. The High Octane Racing League Bushwhacker Series was in action last night at Five Flag Speedway, and Josh Brink got a great win. And snookered the field there on fuel mileage in a great short track race, man. 130 laps, only one caution flag, and a fantastic race it was. Next week, they'll be back in action at Darlington Raceway for 110 laps, race number 9 of a 10-race season. And it'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. You don't want to miss it. Some great Xfinity Stock Cars action, and we get some huge fields at this in this series. So Darlington's going to be a fun one. And, of course, flag-to-flag coverage starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday, May the 12th. Take a look at what we got here in the standing so far. Franco Alvarez with a 105.567 is the top time. Franco Alvarez, lightning fast in the 83 car. Andres Valles is second. Bruno Kolev is third. Adi Sathya is fourth. And Alexei Salviev is 5th here in the practice session. Take a look at Juanma Fuentes. On board here at Fuentes. This in the 7 car. Get an idea of how challenging this Barber Motorsports Park is. So quals have, or practice has finished up. Going to give us time here to take a look at the track here at Barber Motorsports Park, located in Birmingham, Alabama. 2.38 miles, 3.83 kilometers in length, 16 turns, and a challenging track, man. Barber Motorsports Park is a very famous track, and it is the one that really kind of kicks off that IndyCar Series season. They actually raced this in the IndyCar Series last week. So that's Barber Motorsports Park. 16 turns of a hell. You guys actually like this track. I'm okay with it. I don't. Had a few laps here just to see what it was like in the Indy cars, and wasn't too bad. So now in the qualification session, 4 laps, 2 timed laps. Bruno Kolev is one of the top cars on the grid, and let's see what he can lay down here as far as the qualification time. Right now in the out lap, trying to get those tires warmed up. Bruno actually in the 29 car. Oh, a little bit of a wiggle right there. A little wiggle there for Bruno. Bruno was third in the practice session. He's been out quite a bit this week. 28.569 so far out of 3 sectors. He's been out quite a few times this week. A lot of practice for Bruno with the IndyCar specialist, Antti Rossi, joining us in the chat session. There you go, 106.040 for Bruno Kolev. Good time there for his first time lap. Aaron Rios Jones Jones actually in the 44, although it's showing him in the 10. Once we get a car set headed your way, we'll get these guys in the right schemes, so forth. Well, Aaron Rios Jones now third on the grid. 1.5, almost 1.6 seconds back to Kolev, who has a top time. Franco Alvarez second on the grid. 106.040 is the time to beat. Here we go. Let's see what this what he hits. 110.420. Got Iqbal Kurdiawan. Oh, a little bit off the track there for Iqbal Kurdiawan in the qualification session. So in the sand, in the kitty litter for Iqbal. Ricardo Simonsado, one of our Brazilian drivers, does some stock car racing with us here at High Octane Racing League. And brought his brother in as well, Michael Simonsado, been racing with us as well in the stock car stuff. You can see the brothers team. Right now it doesn't look like Ricardo is the only one of the two has signed up for the IndyCar series. 110.565 for Simonsado. That's 15th on the grid for him. How about Eugene Fedorov? Fedorov, our punk rocker of our Russian drivers. 16th so far in the qualification session. Fedorov in the 8 car. A little bit slower there in sectors 1 and 2. Got some work to do. Just wants to get a good, oh, it looks like he's finished up his, backed off that one. He's finished up his laps. Waldo Spindola in his number 60 car. We'll back it off. 116.837 for Givaldo. He is 20th on the grid. Addy Safia. Addy right now 8th on the grid. In the actually in the 13 car. So looks like backing off from that qual attempt right there, that second lap. So 106.040 looks like it might be the time that stands. Salviev has finished up his quals. Alvarez, I think, has gotten his one in. Get some chatters in here. How about that, man? Preston Hassel, Claudio Bardelli Jr., JJ, Antti Rossi. Man, there's some sim racing royalty right there. Good to see Claudio Bardelli Jr., and he is out here competing today. Right now, 21 drivers, and I think we're actually expecting a couple more here after quals. Well, it looks like quals are effectively over. And that's going to give me a chance to take a little bit of a break here. But again, thanks for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. And let's get this party started. In case you're just joining us, this is Barber Motorsports Park TurnLeftTV style, High Octane Racing League style. It's race number 1 of a 10-race season. And I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator here at TurnLeftTV and owner of High Octane Racing League. And quals have ended. Let's take a look at the results. Take a look at the session results. Qualifications. Andres Valles qualifies in 1. Bruno Kolev 2nd. Franco Alvarez 3rd. Alexis Salvievs qualifies in the 4th position. Mata Indica qualifies 5th. Claudio Bardelli Jr. qualifies 6th. Ritsky Nobar 7th. Adi Sathia qualifies in the 8th position. Aaron Jones 9th. And Juanma Fuentes qualifies in the 10th position. Qualifying in P11 is Leon Ganari. Yura Prezanta 12th, Paul Brown 13th, Revian Gumilar 14th, Gordon Carter 15th, Iqbal Kurdiawan qualifies 16th, Ricardo Simonsano 17th, Eugene Fedorov 18th, Denis Judic in 19th, and Givaldo Spindler qualifies in the 20th position. Qualifying in 21st is Dan Richter, and Bruno Pagiola. 22nd position not shown here because he missed qualifications. Well, let's take a look at the keys to the race here today at Barber Motorsports Park. Man, got to race the track. This thing is a very, very tough track, man. A lot of twists and turns here, of course. A couple really challenging corners, and you got to save those tires as well. It's easy to burn the tires up. There is no tire rule here, no compound rule. So you do have the mandatory pit stop, of course, but no mandatory compound change. Patience. Be very, very patient here at Barber Motorsports Park. Manage the traffic, which you inevitably will be working your way through, lap traffic, and then make sure you have good pit stops here at Barber. Get on and off pit lane. So get some more chatters in here. Zakharov, my boy, Zakharov here today. Good to see Alexander Zakharov and Pedro Gomez. I thought he was coming out to race, man. I mean, what's he got, a girlfriend or something? Pedro doesn't have a girlfriend. Look at that, TurnLeftTV giving him a hard time. A little bit of a warm-up session here. 8 minutes left in warm-up. Alexander Zakharov has no girlfriend either. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm sorry, Alexander. We'll put the sad face in there for Alexander. No girlfriend. To smooth out the mouse part of this, huh? Tell you what, man, it's going to be hard to pick a winner in this race. There are a lot of strong cars, but you know, it's easy to get yourself in the weeds here. It's also easy to get in trouble just trying to get through traffic. So this is going to be a tough one, and I'm going to give my my nod to Andres. So there you go. I'm going to get my pick in. Andres. Probably spelled, I think I spelled his name. No, I got it right. Valles. Some of these names I apologize for, but first time I've seen some of these names, so I probably will be messing a few of them up. We'll get it going as we got 10 races to figure it out. Don't forget, the Bushwhacker Series will be back in action next week on Friday night. Should be a very, very fun race. And you don't want to miss it. It'll be all live right here on TurnLeftTV. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Friday, May the 12th at Darlington. Man, I think really you got to get a good start here. The formation lap is going to be single file until we get fairly late on the track, and then we're going to go double file just a little bit before the dotted line. Pretty close to where the Spider is located. You know, Barber Motorsports Park. You see him cross the dotted line there. You got a double right-hander and then back to the left, and then you are on the front stretch. About 2 minutes left to go in the warm-up session. I got my pick in. Andres. All these cameras behind the fence. There's the Spider. Scary. I'm okay with spiders, man. But I can tell you this. Centipedes, I will run you over. Wasps, I will run you over if you were in my way between me and a wasp. I will run you over. Spiders I'm okay with, though, man. They're not bad. All right, boys and girls, I think we're ready to rock and roll. It's about that time, isn't it? Get your picks in. And it looks like we have 22 drivers.
Attention personnel, leave the grid now.
All right, let's take a look at the starting order here. Starting order here, Andres Valles qualifies in P1. Bruno Kolev starts second. Franco Alvarez starts in the third position. Alexei Salviev starts in fourth. Starting in fifth is Mata Indica. Claudio Bardelli Jr. starts in sixth. Rinsky Novar starts in the seventh position. Starting in the eighth spot is on Adi Sathia. Aaron Rios-Jones starts ninth. Juan Mafuentes starts 10th. Leon Gadari 11th. Yuta Prezanta starts in the 12th position. Starting at 13th will be Paul Brown. Revion Gumilar starts 14th. Gordon Carter 15th. And Iqbal Kurdiawan starts in the 16th position. Starting in 17th, Ricardo Cimazzano, Eugene Fedorov 18th, Dennis Shudichin starts 19th, Zabaldo Spindle starts in the 20th spot. Starting in 21st will be Dan Richter, 22nd will be Williams Tiago. Again, my keys to the race here. Race the track. Race the track. Save your tires. Take it easy, man. Late in the run, those guys who save tires are going to have the advantage, I think. Be patient. And manage that traffic and make sure you get the pit stops on point here at Barber. We're warming up the tires there. Andres Valles, our pole sitter. Here we go, going double file, close to the spider, baby. And hopefully everybody going to get a good clean start. Wait on this green flag, here we go.
Green flag, go, go, go.
And we're off at Barber for race number 1 of the IndyCar Series season. Oh, yes, gets a good start. Bruno Kolev is in the second position. They're in third, and a good little battle here. Alexei Salviev, Franco Alvarez. Out of the back, or out of the front of Salviev's machine at Franco Alvarez, running in the third position. Salviev is in fourth. Take a look at Mata. He's running in the fifth position in that Pennzoil machine. Mata, the team captain of the Psychopath iRacing Academy. You know he was going to be strong here as Valles leads the first lap. I think Cimazzano's had some trouble there off the track. So Ricardo Cimazzano's had a little bit of trouble. go back and take a look at here and see what happened to Simonsato. Oh, he tried to dive into the turn there and ran out of room. Too much speed getting into that turn, and those guys did a great job of checking up. So Simonsato coming off track. One here with Paul Brown out of his machine. See Simonsato having some trouble there. Paul Brown getting through. And use this opportunity to try to make a pass and not able to pull it off there. He is running in the 16th position. Valles is the leader and has a 1.6 second lead. Bruno Kolev is in second. Alvarez third. Salviev is fourth. Mata is in fifth. Take a look at the sixth place car of Claudio Bardelli Jr. He's running in P6. He'd love to do some sim racing, man. So Bardelli Jr., good run here. He is 10 seconds back to the race leader, but closing in on P5. Bardelli Jr. running in the 6th position. Just behind him, Leon Ganare, one of our Caribbean drivers. Great stock car driver. Now out here mixing it up in the Indycar series. He's running in P7. Good battle there with he and Juanma Fuentes. Fuentes running in the 8th spot. Looking out of the front of his machine at Ganare, running in P7. Ritsky Novar. Oh man, a little bit of contact there. Paul Brown. A little bit of contact there with Aaron Jones, it looked like, and Ritsky Novar gets by. Take a look at this again. Out of the front of, oh man, there's contact there. Novar almost got into Paul Brown as he had some trouble. See what happened to Paul Brown here as he got a little bit wide. And then Novar getting by as well. Paul Brown getting that thing straightened back up. Tough track here, man. Take a look at the Ricardo Simonsato, Denis Yudichin, side-by-side battle there. Simonsato going to get that spot. As Yudichin going to drop a spot. Simonsato now picks up a spot there. You see Denis Yudichin just behind in the 19th position. Dan Richter back there in 20th. Right now, Andres Valles is the leader. Looking very solid here for him. And a solid black car, man. I suggest you he's going to probably get us a car in the car set here for soon. Valles actually a 78 car in the points. And he is our leader. He got a pretty big lead, 2.7 seconds. Well, Bruno Kolev, our second place car, trying to close in on him. 2.4, 2.5 seconds back. These guys have a lot of practice through the week, man. I was looking at the server and who'd been in practicing during the week, and these two drivers have had a ton of practice here at Barber. Fuentes and Ganare battling it out. Fuentes, Ganare, these guys are having a fist fight right now. You see Juanma Fuentes and Leon Ganare, 7th and 8th. Fuentes sideways coming around the turn. Ganare trying to capitalize. Looking out of the back of Fuentes' machine. Ganare is all over the back of him right now. Ganare gets off track there. Ran a little bit wide. Maybe took his eye off the track there for just a second. And you lose your concentration here at Barber. Big time problem. So Ganare trying to play catch up now. Get this car back up front. or back in front of Fuentes. Take a look at Adi Sathia. Sathia running in the 11th position. Ready to crack the top 10. Right now, Adi is about 18 seconds back to the race leader. Excuse me, I take that back. About 30 seconds back. A little over 30 seconds back to the race leader. Behind him is Williams Tiago coming down the front stretch into turn 1. Williams in the 8 car. Running in the 12th position. Franco Alvarez up here in P3. Great run here for him, man. He's a stock car aficionado, but proven that he can do some IndyCar racing as well. Here in the 83 car, mixing it up in P3. Got a podium for him right now. Take a look at Aaron Jones. Oh, Aaron Jones! Oh, no, Aaron Jones, a little trouble there, into the fence. Oh, big time crash for Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones came around and, he is out of the race. What happened to Aaron Jones? Take a look here. Looked like maybe had a little bit too much speed. And wow, man. How did Ritsky Novar avoid that crash? On board here with Ritsky, take a look at this. Aaron Jones just looses the back end of the car, and Ritsky Novar gets by. That could have been catastrophic for Ritsky. But Eugene Fedorov was in that mix as well. Get out of the back of Eugene Fedorov's car. Watch this. Watch this 44 car. Just snaps loose and then straight into the wall. So what a tough break there for Aaron Jones. Take a look at Yuta Prezanta picking up a spot. Yuta now in the 20th position. One of those Psychopathy Racing Academy drivers. Just ahead of him in 19th is Dan Richter. He knows a little bit about the Indy car racing. He is from Indiana. Of our Purdue University, Indiana natives. Working on his degree at Purdue University in engineering. Right now running in the 19th spot. He loves Indy cars, so good to see him out. So Valles is our leader. That lead has expanded a little bit. It's up to 3.3 seconds. Just let's say about 3-second lead for him. So he's extended the lead. Now he's starting to run through some lap traffic. As you see, it's a lap car there. Dennis Uderchin 18th. Now down a lap. Uderchin giving him a lot of room. Eugene Fedorov here. We'll take a look at Eugene. Through the S's. Oh, down the hill, and then he gets breaks the back end of the car loose in the kitty litter for Eugene. He stays out of the wall, but now he's going to lose a couple positions. So Eugene Fedorov now back on track after spinning. And Paul Brown got by on that spin. Take a look here out in front of Paul Brown's machine at Fedorov. Right there, Fedorov coming around. Just snapped loose on him. Take a look at Bruno Kolev in P2. Now 4 seconds down to the race leader. Remember, we got pit stops. So don't forget about pit stops coming. Dan Richter and Dennis Uderchin battling it out. Now think Utichin actually might have made a pit stop here. It does look like Dennis Utichin is coming down pit lane, I believe. Looks like that's Dennis Utichin making a pit stop here on lap 11. Richter coming off track, so maybe these tires starting to wear out. So Dan Richter, 65 car. Looks like Utichin has retired his machine, so starting to see some attrition here. You have 2 drivers out of the race. Ritsky Novar. Look at that, Williams Tiago. This battle is for position. Ritsky Novar. Oh man, little crossover move. What happened to Tiago? He got off track. Tiago got off track and Novar got by. I don't know if there was some warping or what went on there, but wow. Tiago got off track here. We'll take a look. Tiago in the blue and yellow car right there, the 8 car. He slides and comes to a stop there. He might have lost, he had a little bit of a connection issue, it looked like. He had a little bit of a connection issue. Lost a position. That is the... that is probably a good thing compared to what could have happened for him. Nalies is the leader, extending that lead, 4.2 seconds over Bruno Kolev. Alvarez in 3rd. Salviev is in the 4th position. Mata is in 5th. Claudio Bardella Jr. running in the 6th position. Good run here for him. One of those guys that likes to come out, practice throughout the week, and it really shows. This guy's really does a lot of different sim racing, not just rFactor 2. Does a little bit of everything. Great stock car drivers. Got several championship at High Octane Racing League in the stock car series. Take a look at Toyota Presenta, one of the Psychopath E-Racing sponsor machines, number 69 car. Now he is in a heap of traffic. He gets by Dan Richter. Now sets his sights on Gumilar. Revion running in the 8th position. So Yuta Presenta trying to move up the grid here. Another Psychopath in the top 10. And I mean that in the best way. These guys own it, man. That's the team name. You got it on the side of the car. Revion just ahead of him in the 8th position. Fuentes just up there as well. See Fuentes running in the 7th spot. This is a good 3-way battle here. As Gumilar running in the 8th position. Adi Sathia also here. He's running in the 9th spot. Godari, he might have had some trouble. Leon Godari, let's take a look at Richter's come off track again. Leon Godari got some word that he's had some trouble. Godari coming off the turn. Oh, there's contact there. Contact, Godari. And it might have been Simon Sato that might have gotten hit. Simon Sato might have gotten hit there. There was some, maybe they're trying to avoid some. Oh, look at this, man. This lap traffic here. As our race leader gets by, man, he is in a lot of traffic. So I don't know why. That might have been a contact between he and Paul Brown. We'll take a look. Paul Brown's going to get by, and then right here, Godari loses the back end of the car, gets into Paul Brown, and Brown does a great job of keeping that car straight, but he's definitely got some damage now. On board here with him is this replay. Now you're going to watch this car go to the right. Oh, it does a great job counter steering. Keep from spinning out, but Godari's had some trouble, and he's retired his machine. Valier's working his way through lap traffic. And we're starting to see a little bit of attrition. TurnLeft is second, Alvarez third, Salviev fourth, Mata in the fifth position. Bumbar having some trouble, more trouble there, and he's going to have to probably come in and get some service done to that machine. .9 second lead for Andres Valles. Look at Mata here running in the top 5 in the Psychopath iRacing Academy machine. So good run here for him. Good top 10 or top 5 run. Salviev is ahead of him in about 15 seconds back. Mata about 6 seconds back to Salviev. Mardelli Jr. another 12 seconds back to P5. As these tires start to give up a little bit, and so maybe a good idea to come down pit lane. Get some service done on that machine. Don't risk spinning out, damaging your car. Alexei Salviev and has come down pit lane, I believe. So Salviev is on pit lane taking some service. Maybe you heard my broadcast. You're 17 laps in. And Salviev taking some service here, giving up some track position to get some fresh rubber on that machine. And Mata now running in the 4th position. Bardelli Jr. up to 5th. Take a look at Ricardo Cibensato running in P14. Just behind him is Gordon Carter running in the 15th position. Gordon Carter in the Ukrainian paint scheme, Ukrainian color paint scheme. He and Dennis Uderchin teaming up this season. Gordon in the 56 car, one of our Canadian drivers. Dan Richter there having a little bit of trouble again. Coming off track. Oh, man, we got a spin. Fuentes and Adi Sathia got together. Let's take a look and see what happened here. Take a look at Fuentes and Sathia. Sathia is in the 7th position, gets in the back of Fuentes. And I think really Sathia probably could have been a little bit more patient on that. And that's going to give him some front end damage. And our race leader, I believe, is on pit lane. Alias on pit lane. And now Valles on fresh rubber here, getting around Dan Richter. So he's made his pit stop, at least one of several pit stops, I should say. Now is in control. He is 8.5 seconds up on P2. should say Bruno Kolev is the leader. But Valier's been the class of the field. He's already made a pit stop, and we'll take a look at Kolev here in the 29 car. He is our leader now. Franco Alvarez running in the second position. And I tell you what, man, I mean, part of me is really pretty surprised here. I know he's a stock car guy, and I was really surprised that he got in this series. And then I thought, okay, he's he's going to come out here, and no offense to Franco, he's going to come out here and sort of be a field filler, and might be a halfway, maybe finish kind of midway, mid-pack. But here we're seeing a situation where he is competing for possibly a race win. I mean, he's running in the top 3 and has been there all day. So this guy is showing that he can run almost anything. Not just stock cars. And he's great at stock cars, too. I mean, he's got several championships, and he's leading the points championship in the Bushwhacker Series, Front Night Xfinity Series, too. So great job there for Alvarez. Ritzy Novar running in the top 10. Ritzy Novar doing a lot of work for us on the car set. And got a great paint scheme. Here he is, the 10th car. Running in the 10th position. Those Psychopath E-Racing Academy guys. Paul Brown now up to P14. Looks like we got some guys on pit lane. So several guys out of the race, several guys on pit lane taking some service. Paul Brown now in the 14th spot. Heard that Mata might be coming down pit lane. I believe I heard him on the radio. So Alias now picking up P2 here, getting around Franco Alvarez. Good battle here. You see the back ends of those cars that get a little squirrely. Valier's on fresh tires, gets by Franco Alvarez. Alvarez wants to try to hold on to the back of this. Franco Alvarez wants to hold on to the back of Andres Valier's. But Valier's just too fast here, starting to run away. You can see a hard double right-hander and then back to the left here down the front stretch. Got cameras behind stuff all over this track. Iqbal Kearney Alwyn's on pit lane as well. You see right there, it's Bardelli Jr. and Salviev blow by. Not on the same lap, but I'll tell you what, that is a battle that's heating up here. Take a look at Alexei Salviev. One of our Russian drivers battling the Brazilian. So good battle here. Alexei Salviev and Claudio Bardelli Jr. side by side as Salviev's going to pick up that spot. Salviev now moves up to P4 as Bardelli Jr. falls back to the 5th position. Now in the back of Salviev's machine, you see Bardelli Jr. running in P5. Great pass there by Salviev. Go back and take a look at that pass. Salviev sets him up here, gets on the right side, and gets that pass. Good job there. Looked like Bardelli Jr. says, hey, I figured it out here. You're going to get around me. And he really wasn't on the right side of the track, too, to continue in the throttle, and does a wise job there of getting out of the throttle and letting Salviev have that spot without fighting him. And that's just racing savvy right there. I mean, those guys have a lot of laps. Take a look at Paul Brown and Gordon Carter here battling for position into turn one. Paul Brown going to pick up a spot. Now in the 11th position as Gordon Carter falls back to the 12th spot. Paul Brown, after making pit stop here, trying to climb back up the grid. Got a little bit of lap traffic right there in the way. 16th and 17th. Man, I'll tell you what, Dan Richter, he's had a pretty eventful night here so far. Take a look at Dan Richter. I think Dan Richter's got a pretty cool paint scheme. Let's take a look at it. Got the Purdue scheme, and then, oh, look at that little TurnLeftTV on the side. I like that. Little TurnLeftTV. No shame in that. Bardelli Jr. moving up a spot here as Alvarez is on pit lane. So Bardelli Jr. now up to the 4th position. Alvarez, I believe, is on pit lane. Actually, it looks like he has come off pit lane and now climb back up through traffic. And he's finished up his pit stop. Take a look at Gumular here in the 28 car. Right now running in the 9th position. Good top 10 run here for him. His first race of the season, of course. First race out here at High Octane Racing League. Looking pretty solid here for him. Kind of out there by himself right now. And he's got a little work to do to catch up to the next guy in line. 23 seconds off the race lead, or off the next guy in line, I should say. Bruno Kolev is the leader. Talking about the race leader. Oh, a little bit off the track there for Bruno. Into the grass. That is a dangerous place to be. Getting by some lap traffic. Gets by Dan Richter. And we are halfway. Adi Sathia has retired his machine. So he is another car now dropping out of the race. A tough break there for Adi Sathia. So our race leader now working his way through some lap traffic. You see P17, Givaldo Spindola. Spindola is 3 laps down. Ooh, a little counter steering coming off the turn. A little different pit strategy right now from Bruno as Andres is closing in. You see Bruno roll by, and right there's Andres. So things are going to be heating up here soon. P1, P2, and P3 all rolling by. So Valles is trying to close in on the leader. And actually, the leaders come down pit lane. Here we go. Bruno on pit lane here just past halfway. Stretching that fuel. Stretching those tires. And that puts Valles back in the race lead. Kolev on pit lane. Salviev is at 3rd. Alvarez 4th. Mata Indica is in the 5th position. Gordon Carter picking up a spot there is Ricardo Simonsado on pit lane. Gordon Carter now up to the 11th position. Hoping to crack the top 10 in that 56 car. Valliers in a solid black paint scheme. So does Valliers have enough fuel to make it without stopping again? Or is he going to do another stop here? Guys talking about that in the chat, so maybe a little strategy from Valliers. Bardelli Jr. out of the race. Something's happened to Bardelli Jr. Claudio Bardelli Jr. had a good race going, and let's see what happened to him. Claudio Bardelli Jr. out of the race. We're looking at a replay. Maybe he missed a turn. Put off the final turn here, and says he's out of the race. So we'll try to figure out what happened with him. And maybe he lost his connection. I'm not sure, but he is out of the race. What a tough break there for Claudio Bardelli Jr. He lost his connection. Oh. He had a great race going, too. Take a look at Mata here. Oh, man, the back end comes around. Is he going to get this thing stopped? Oh, contact with the wall. Mata contact with the tire barrier. Loses that front wing, and he has got to come in to get some service done. He's going to be lucky if he gets this car back around here without spinning out again. Wow, Mata had some trouble. Take a look. Mata just got the thing broke loose on him and then threw the sand into the tire barrier and loses the front wing. Man, what a go on board here with him and watch this. He's going to be working this wheel. Right there, man. Oh, he just downshifted and it broke the back end loose. Broke the back tires loose. He downshifted a little bit too fast. Revs broke the car loose, and he is into the tire barrier through the kitty litter. Tough break there for Mata as he is now on pit lane. Nikolev has finished up his pit stop, now back out on track. And look at this, man. He is in a ton of traffic. See the 11th place car, 6th place car, 10th place car, traffic all over the track. And this is what you'd see at Indy, in the Indy cars. Shouldn't say at Indy, in the Indy cars. Maybe a little bit higher than, oh, I'll tell you what, Kolev did a great job there, getting around that slower car. Maybe not the war of attrition that we would see in the real IndyCar series. Of course, we wouldn't see lost connections and so forth and so on, obviously. Unless they're doing a sim racing version of it. And they get their own problems. Is he going to get around another lap car? Kolev there weaving his way through traffic. Not too much problems there for him. He's running in the second position. See Simonsato now climbing on the back here of Gordon Carter. Simonsato going to outbrake Gordon Carter and get through. Simonsato picking up a spot, and that tell you what, man, that is a cluster of cars right there. Valliers is in control. Got a 23 second lead over P2. Question is, can he make it the rest of the way? You know, how many pit stops he's going to have to make here? Moving his way through some lap traffic as well. It's been a solid race here for Andres. Take a look at the Fuentes running in the fifth position. He started P7. This number 7 car is having a pretty good night here. Running in the fifth position. Good top 5 run for him. He is 1 lap down. Ahead of him, Franco Alvarez running in the 4th position. About 3 seconds down to P3, Alexei Salviev. Salviev just ahead, right there. Salviev coming by, and there is Franco Alvarez right there. Paul Brown on pit lane. The 77 car taking some service, complaining about tire wear. 4 tires and a little bit of fuel coming back out. Pit stops don't take long here in the IndyCar series. Finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track. Looks like we've got some more pit stops underway as Alvarez picking up a spot. I think Salviev is on pit lane. He is. And Valier's on pit lane as well. See that pass there as Bruno gets by. As Valier's, I believe, coming off track or coming back on track right there, rejoining on fresh rubber. So these guys definitely on different pit strategies. We are closing it out here, man. Bruno is the leader in the 29 car. Valier's just behind in second on fresh rubber. Been a good battle between these guys, and maybe a little bit of a chess match going on right now. Take a look at Mata picking up a spot here as Fuentes is on pit lane. So Mata now up to the 6th position. I got to wonder if some of these guys are going to be able to make it to the end. Like Mata, you know, he just pitted. Can he make it to the end here on fuel, tires? This is a great battle. This is for the race lead. Bruno Kolev and Andres Valles. Valles starting to peek around here a little bit on Bruno. Valles knows he has better stuff right now. He just got to find a good place to get around. Little push to pass there, maybe used by Bruno. Increasing that lead. .36 laps in, and this is the battle for the race lead. Valles to the inside. Can't pull it off. On board here with Valles. Hitting his mark here, trying to get by Bruno. Oh man, just a little miss right there coming off that right-hand section of the S's. We got a car off the track there. It looks like Spindola might have been off track. It looks like Givaldo off track, a little missing his front wing, so he's had some trouble. And he is definitely in big time trouble. We'll take a look here at the replay. He missed this turn and straight into the wall. Oh, my heavens. Thank heavens for this Hans device on that one. hard into the wall there for him, and he's going to have to try to limp this thing around to get some service done. Look at this. Vallies now giving it a peek on the inside. Look at this, a battle for the lead. Vallies is peaking. Oh, boy, into the turn on the outside. Oh, is he going to miss the into the grass, man? Oh, no. Boy, he slung that car into the turn. I think he was really wanting to get around, and he's going to have to gather things back up. But that was a valiant effort there. And Vallies, we'll take a look at this again. Vallies goes to the outside. Too wide here, gets into the grass, does a great job of keeping the thing from coming around. And that's probably that overrun area there with the pavement probably helped him. And Bruno holds serve so far. It's one thing to catch somebody. It's another thing to pass them. Take a look at this. Franco Alvarez running into third position. Great run here for this 83 car. Salviev running in P4. Mata running in the fifth position. Board here with our P3 car. Starting to roll up on some lap traffic here. Simonsato and Mata, both lap cars. Mata there getting that car sideways around the turn. Things happen so fast here at Barber in these Indy cars. And trying to get through this lap traffic is Franco Alvarez. I don't think you're in a really huge hurry. You know, you've got a pretty sizable lead over the fourth place car, 13-second lead, 14-second lead. So I don't think there's any reason to try to do something crazy here. Because he does have a lap car ahead, and that is Ricardo Simonsato. He's off track there. Fedorov's had some trouble. Eugene Fedorov. Oh, comes spinning around and into the grass or into the kitty litter, and I think he's going to retire his machine. So he is now out of the race. Fedorov had a pretty decent run going. Just got himself in trouble early on, I think, and now going to finish out of the top 10. Bruno still holding serve here in P1. Andres catches him, but just cannot get around him. And we are approaching 10 to go here at Barber Motorsports Park for race number 1 of the IndyCar Series season. And it has been an action-packed race so far. Really a clean series, too. A clean race, I should say, so far. Guys doing a pretty good job of respecting other drivers. Take a look at Alexei Salviev here running in the fourth position. Good run here for the 27 car. Does some stock car racing with us as well. Gets up early in the morning to race with us since it's such a big time difference. Here we go. We got a battle for the lead. Vallies to the outside. He's on the outside line. Oh, just cannot get the bite that he needs to hold off. He's going to have to pinch that car just a little bit more, I think. Bruno does a good job of holding on to that spot. But this is a great battle here. Bruno Kolev and Andres Valles battling for the race lead, the race win. Andres is faster, but he cannot seem to get the bite that he needs to get off the turn to be able to get around Bruno. Oh, now he's onto the inside. Went off the last turn here, down the front stretch. How many push to pass seconds does he have left? And again, slings it into the turn. Still not able to pick up that spot. Back around here. Here we go. Side by side. Oh, through the grass. Andres through the grass there. Could not pull off that. That was not a huge opportunity, to be honest with you, to make a pass there through that section of the track. Take a look at the Fuentes running in the 6th position. Good run here for Juanma Fuentes. Ritsky Novar in P7. And again, some more battling here between our front runners. Oh, he gets loose. He gets into the grass. Same section where you saw him run off the track before. Now he's got some work to do to catch back up. So Andres got into the grass. Same section we saw him have problems before. Just cannot seem to get around Bruno. Go back here and take a look at that again. Take a look at this again. He goes to the outside. Right here, outside, runs it wide, gets the back end of the car loose. And again, that paved area there helps him out as Bruno holds on and holds that position. Bruno does a good job of there holding on to that spot. Wow. So a great battle here for the race win. Assuming none of these guys have to come back down pit lane. In this battle here, Gordon Carter and Yuta Prezanta. Prezanta trying to take over P12. And he does. Gordon Carter lets him go, gives him a lot of room. And the Psychopathy Racing Academy number, Prezanta's 66 car. Getting around as Gordon Carter in the 56 drops back to the 13th position. The battle we're watching is up front. Now some lap traffic in the mix. Lap traffic in the mix here. Oh! This guy's trying to get out of the way, and it is hard to do in some of these sections of the track. Bruno weaving his way through lap traffic. Andres seems to be having a little bit more problems, a little bit more difficulty weaving his way through lap traffic. In some of those areas where he's catching lap traffic, there's not much for the lap car to be able to, to be able to get out of the way. That's the other issue. Now he's got to try to play catch up here. He is faster than Bruno. Does seem that he is a little bit faster, but getting around him is quite another story entirely. Eugene Fedorov, he's in some traffic as well. He gets off track just a little bit. Paul Brown just ahead of him, but this is Alexei Salviev trying to get around some lap traffic. He gets around Paul Brown, and Salviev running in the 4th position. He's wanting to try to close in on Franco Alvarez. A little bit of a gap there between those guys, about 9 seconds there, but if Alvarez has some trouble with some lap traffic, then that's going to give Salviev a chance. Mata running in the 5th position. So the battle really is for the race lead. 46 laps in. Oh, no! Oh, a little gamble there. A little gamble, and Vallier spins. Vallier spins. He tried to dive in, not able to pull off that pass, and he spins. Now he's got some catch-up to do. Take a look at this. He dives into the turn right here, gets into the race leader. Bruno holds his serve and doesn't come all the way around, but wow, man, that was a let's take a look at that. Take a look at the replay on that. Take a look at Andres. Slung that car in and breaks the back end of the car loose. Wow. The back of Kolev's machine at this replay here. Right there, a little bit of contact. And he sees the second place car coming around. Not all the way around. That was good news for him. We're definitely going to give Bruno a little bit of breathing room. He has a 1.7 second lead. Here on lap 48. Across the start-finish line, we'll have 2 laps to go. 1.6 second gap. I don't know if there's enough time. Bruno has been great at being able to hold off the charge by Andres. Now it's a matter of hitting your spots, man. Don't worry really about what's behind you. Just hit your spots, hit your marks, get through these turns well, and avoid lap traffic. Off the final turn here, and he's got 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go for Bruno. Andres still close to that gap, 1.3 seconds back. That gap is tightening, though. Here we go. A charge from Vallier. Would this break Bruno's confidence if Vallier is able to get around here in the waning moments of this race? Maybe a little bit of conservative driving there by Bruno. But now it's 0.4 of a second. So Vallier is catching Bruno. We'll left just ahead. Take a look at him. Across the start-finish line, we've got 1 to go. Andres already shown that he's willing to take some risks and try to get around. Bruno Kolev, this is for the lead, for the race win, the final lap here at Barber Motorsports Park. Bruno Kolev, Andres Vallier. for the race win. Oh, no! P2 off the track into the tire barrier, into the fence. That thing snapped around on him. And that's going to all but do it for Bruno. Bruno had to see him coming. And Andres comes off track. Now Bruno's just got to worry about lap traffic. You see a guy spinning right there in the grass. Gets around the lap traffic. Oh my heavens. That car snapped around on Andres. And Bruno Kolev is going to get the win here at Barber Motorsports Park. Great job for Bruno. Great job there for him. What a win for the 29 car. Great battle. And the waning moments there, Andres came around. We'll take a look here at what happened to him. Just the car snapped right there. Got loose. The back end started to kick out to the right. He tried to catch it, and then he snaps around to the left and hits the wall. And he is, I think, going to limp it around for a second place finish. But Bruno Kolev getting the win. So Bruno Kolev getting the win here in race number 1. Let's take a look at the final results here. Let's take a look at the final results. In race number 1. So Bruno Kolev gets the win. Andres Valle slips at home for a second place finish. How about good that Franco Alvarez finished in third. Alexis Salvia finishes fourth. He had a little bit of late race trouble, but able to bring it home here for a fourth place finish. Mata Indica finishes fifth. Good top 5 run there from Mata. Juanma Fuentes finishes sixth. Ricky Novar seventh. Revion Gumular finishes eighth. Ricardo Sebensado, good top 10 run there for him in the ninth position. Iqbal Kurdiawan finishes in 10th. Finishing in the 11th position, Yuna Prezanta, Gordon Carter finishes 12th. Dan Richter 13th. Dan Richter really had an eventful race. Paul Brown, late race trouble there for him, finishes in P14. Givaldo Spindola 15th. You see Eugene Fedorov 16th. Claudio Bardella Jr. 17th. Adi Sathia in the 18th position. William Tiago finishes 19th. And Leon Ganare finishes in the 20th position. You see P21 and 22. Dennis Schuderchin and Aaron Jones. But race number 1 winner is Bruno Kolev, and here at Barber Motorsports Park, and we'll see if we can't bring him up here in the broadcast booth. All right, we're joined up here in the booth, and I apologize if I'm mispronouncing your name. Is it Bruno Kolev?
Yeah, you got it spot on.
All right, congratulations, man. Talk about that battle you had there with Andres Valles.
I mean, it was absolutely insane. I was at the start of the race. Before, I was really hesitant on using the alternates. I was not sure if they were gonna last for my two stints, but with some changes on the setup, a very high downforce setting, I managed to make it run for half the race and half the race. And in the end, it worked out. I mean, after Andres did his second stop, I was in front of him by a very fine margin, if I say so myself. But I somehow managed to keep him at bay. Somehow I won the race.
Well, it seemed like he was consistently trying the outside line into the turns and not having much luck there of being able to pull off the pass. But, man, he was really pushing you quite a bit. And then you had lap traffic to deal with, too. It didn't seem like that was a huge factor, though, with the lap traffic.
I mean, I know he's a very, very aggressive driver, and he was definitely not going to willingly lose that race. So, I mean, I knew if I just didn't cover the inside, he would go for a lunge. And with the difference in tires, he probably would have made the overtake. So I had to be very wary on that. I mean, when he could and couldn't do that. I mean, when it comes to the lap traffic, all Mazda MX-5 open lobbies in Assetto Corsa, man.
What a great race. It really was fun, at least from my perspective. And you had to be a little worn out now, a little tired.
I sure am. I mean, I did the VEC 4 hour of Bahrain early this morning. I mean, I had like 5 hours of sleep. And I drove 70% of the race. I'm absolutely torn apart.
Well, we won't keep you much longer here. I do want to get your thoughts on Indianapolis Road Course next week, 40-lap race there. Have you been on that track? If so, how do you feel about your chances of winning there?
I mean, I'm definitely really looking forward to it. It's a very, very nice track. I had a little bit of experience with it on Assetto Corsa. I really, really enjoyed driving it. Sadly, I couldn't participate in the race that I was practicing for, but still, I think it's a very, very nice track, and it will probably be easier to overtake. So I need to get my moves on and try to improve my pace a bit.
Well, congratulations. Great way to start off the season with a race win, and good luck to you at Indy and the rest of the season.
Thank you, and good luck.
It's Bruno Kolev coming up here and joining us in the booth, and he gets the win here in the first race of the 2023 IndyCar